United Financial Group is a trust asset management company that invests into the development of new generation innovative drugs. UFG is the most advanced industries and technologies, including safe medicine and IT blockchain development. Our mission is to set up a well-balanced investment portfolio for everyone. United Financial Group. Invest with us and create your own future. Good evening. I'm going to tell you now about my personal experience of the balsam use. I fell ill a couple of weeks ago, something like autumnal cold, when you have a sore throat and a running nose. So I began using the balsam. And in 4 days' time, I felt better, maybe not 100%, but maybe 95%. I remember that the regular treatment took me at least 1 week and longer, because once you have a sore throat, you begin coughing. It lasts for 2 weeks or more, and this is the difference. And it took me just 4 days now, and I began feeling better. I started feeling better after 3 days. Day 1 was so-so. Day 2 was a better one. Day 3 was nearly perfect. And the same happened to my children. They had a temperature. The first child fell sick, and the next fell ill after 2 days. We have sprayed the balsam into their mouths 3 times per day, and it took them another 3 days to recover. So this is my personal experience. Several times I met a wording in a chat that I had used the balsam and I didn't feel anything. I also didn't feel just major changes, but as I visit a fitness center, I noticed that my performance was better during workouts. I consider myself a healthy person. I have no chronic illnesses. And there is no other way to feel the balsam in action. You won't have a third eye or a third arm once you consume the balsam. This is true for those guys who are a little bit ill or seriously ill, so they can feel a change. I wouldn't call myself a very healthy person, because we don't have healthy people. We have not properly investigated ones. However, the balsam works well. It helps the body to stay in a better condition by reducing cholesterol and glucose level. And as I said, you may not feel it. It's like I don't feel my blood vessels. I'm not sure what is their condition. Once we have something that gives us pain, or we start doing something. But this is true for any organ of your body. I'm not sure about my kidneys or spleen or liver. A medical checkup would reveal something, but let's hope for the best. Anatoly is saying that he had a sore throat and he took the balsam, and after 2 days the sore throat was gone. There was some information that a dosage of balsam may be increased if you have a worse condition, and I increased it up to 8 or 9 sprays. I was able to see that the action performance was better in this case. But this is treatment, not prevention. Well, I believe that everyone is online, so let's begin. Well, some basic things for you and some news, and then a Q&A session. There are 41,400 shares out of 70,000 of the 6th stage. I hope that a week or two we'll finish off the 6th stage. The next date is the 15th of October. A total of 70% of dividends would be accrued on those shares that are purchased before that date in 2020. And again, please be reminded that you can only increase your package of the current stage, so you can now buy more shares of stage 6 only. Next point. Our promotion campaign continues, and you can get a free course of the balsam made of 3 bottles for free. We do not have many video feedbacks now, and for our sales to improve and for our advertising to go well, we need to have as much feedback as possible, because some people don't know myself or you or our company, and they would look the feedback on the internet. They would enter balsam usage in the search engine line, and as if we have more feedback, it's going to be better for us and for the entire company and for the sales. Next point. The balsam delivery across CIS countries and Europe works well. Those who ordered the balsam already got it, and only a few have not yet received. There is a little delay for our distribution platform. This is an MLM platform that would make more money. Our distributors would make more money by your recommendation. They would register as any company, so you would make money on your partner's purchases. There is a slight delay. We expected to launch it this week, but our IT guy promised to upload the entire functionality by the end of the week. The platform was being tested by a few investors. About 50 people got access to a new personal account, and they began investigating it from the inside. And I would say that the access would be granted to all company partners by the end of next week. All networks would be migrated from the investment personal account to a new personal account, and all registration would be automatically copied to both personal accounts, to the investment one and to the distribution one. Next news, that is not a secret now. Our producing and selling company, which would sell balsam and other products of our company, the legal entity is titled Solar. It is incorporated in the city of Krasnodar. And now we are getting ready our room for the automated line commissioning. There is a dedicated person doing it. And once this facility is ready, we would make a video or footage from that facility, or we could do that once all equipment has been delivered on site. What's next? The balsam registration documents have been filed today, as we have to, or we are allowed to start production only against certain documents, and this has been started today. Next point. This is the balsam production information. Next piece of news is the funding of new developments. Yesterday, I got a document with regard to a new line of business, which is energy industry or power industry, and if those materials are really true, that would be a bomb in a good way for the power industry market. I have to get in touch with the general developer next week or so, and once we talk to each other, I will have a better understanding about this development, and we would probably have a dedicated webinar on this topic if everything goes well. But this is just a plan for the future. I know that our investors are interested in power industry know-hows and development, as this industry is really important for us. Health is number one. This is the most important thing, but they go hand in hand. Energy or power industry and health. These are two important constituents of a human being welfare and a nation's welfare. Put it right. So, power sector is a light bulb. Your bulb is on, its energy. Your water is running, its energy. Your car is moving, its energy. And if there are potential developments in terms of energy, that would be a huge leap forward. This is it for the main part, and I'm ready to take your questions. A question. Is there any YouTube channel for feedback different than that for the investments? Answer: yes, I have to do it. Let me note it once again because I have spaced it out. This channel would be there, and it will contain feedback not for the balsam only, but for other products and for healthcare topic in general. Next point: how many balsam bottles have been sold from the first lot? Answer: the figure was said by me at the last seminar. It has not changed much. The sales have slowed down, and I believe that this is because of the fact that everyone is waiting for a new personal account to be online. So let's wait a little bit. A total of 2,000 bottles were produced in the first lot, and 300 were not yet sold. But anyway, the first lot is coming to an end, and I'm going to Krasnodar soon to condition feedstock for the new lot of the balsam. A question from Ellie: what about new power industry developments? Is it going to be a standalone project or not? Answer: it's going to be related to our UFG company. It's not going to be anything separate. A question from Valentina: I would like to resolve my eye vision problem. Energy products should help me. Answer: this is not energy products or drinks. This is power industry. This is energy industry for lighting, for electricity, or for fuel. This is energy meant, not energy drinks. Question: what about the funding for new developments out of 0.2 million shares? Let me see. How do you answer this question? At the moment, whatever is going to be funded is funded from our major company share sales. So the shares that are being sold now, 0.6 million, this is the money from it is used for the funding. If this money is not enough, then the decision would be made what to do next. Either to use company's profit or dividends, or we could sell some reserve shares. So it's going to be discussed anyway, and the decision would be taken accordingly. It is too early to discuss it now, because it's not clear what financial resources are needed for that energy industry line of activities. Once I meet this guy who is in charge of that project, it is too early to discuss those things. This is just information. But this line of activities is interesting. And the power industry will always be on top. Question: someone wanted to buy 20,000 bottles of the balsam. Did we keep in touch with him? Answer: no, I don't remember this message, but no one got in touch. At least no one from the call center informed me about this. I didn't have any question like that. Question: is the energy project a quick win or not? Answer: I don't have enough information on the subject. I wouldn't call it even... it is just input data. I read a PDF file that I was provided, and it has a tentative description of what can be done. If this development would work out, and if the features are real, that would be a huge success. Speaking about a quick win, when I meet with a developer, that would be the time for more information. I have never contacted him yet. That information was sent over to me by our partner, and I said that it would be interesting. So the next step is to meet this developer, and then more information will follow. The question is about the timeline of that development. Answer: it depends on the situation. If it's subjective things, I don't see any problem if it's gonna take 3, 4, or 5 years. Most importantly is the end result, for it to be in line with the plan. As many other companies have launched similar products, and they had to wait for 10 or 15 years. And this is not the only product that we make, as the balsam production will start soon, and I hope that we would be engaged in other things, in other production. Question: what about SpaceX? How long did it take this company to be successful? Answer: I'm not sure, but a few years. As far as I know, SpaceX is a spin-off of Tesla. It's not the same company. But Tesla, again, its shares has been growing. It looks like a bubble. It grew on investors' expectations. The company is loss-making. No dividends are paid. However, its shares grew 2 or 3-fold this year. And there was a hearsay that the US economy had a lot of newly printed money, and lots of people began buying shares. And which shares to buy? The most popular ones, like Apple, Microsoft, and Tesla. Elon is a good businessman, there is no doubt about it. What are his goals and objectives? I don't know. A question from Victoria: what about a squalane-based preparation? We look forward to getting it for personal use. Answer: you know, Victoria, this squalane product would follow the balsam production, because all that activities takes a lot of time. There is no time to do things simultaneously. So once the production and marketing system is there, we would take over to the school and preparation. I think that it's going to happen after Christmas, maybe next February or March. So those people are based in Krasnodar too. We could probably merge production in one company. A question from Dmitry. Did you find a facility in Krasnodar for production? Answer. Yes, Dmitry, we found this facility, but the point is equipment fabrication. It's going to be produced by late September, early October. It's going to be packaged then and shipped over to Krasnodar from Saratov. Then a team of installation engineers would arrive, and then the production and commissioning will take place. So this is the timeline. Question: How many bottles of balsam are you going to produce in the second lot? Answer: We are capable of producing 20,000 courses of the balsam, as we have enough feedstock for that. Question: How many bottles are to be produced in the next lot? Answer: There is no automated line in place, but the next production lot is 2 or 3 or 5,000 bottles, and we would look forward to installing our automated line, and we would take a look at the distribution scheme in order to do the math, how many bottles to produce. There are very few questions now, but there would be more questions in our web chat. Question: What is a distributor program? How does it look like? Answer: There was a ВКонтакте group post about this. If my memory serves me right, I asked them to get it published. Right. It is there. I'm sending over a link to the chat. Let me post another picture. This is it. This is how it looks like. Right. 8 statuses and 15 level of depths. Please use that link to find a detailed marketing system description. It was posted on the website news, and there was a circulation mail about this. And this is a strange thing that you, Vitaly, have not seen it anywhere. Question: What is MLM? Answer: MLM is a multi-level marketing. This is a marketing system that proved to be effective, and it is now used by not only MLM companies but by regular businesses. You can find it in shops, fitness centers, in the banks. let's say you are using a Tinkoff Bank card, and if you take your friend to get this bank card, you would get a bonus. This is not a bad word. This is a normal business model to make a sales network. There are many companies in the market, like Amway. It has been there for 40 or 50 years, and it works easy. Like, if your partner or someone who you recommended comes over and buys a product, you get a bonus for this person or for your friend. It depends on your status. The higher is your status, the bigger is your bonus. So it's simple. You are using company products, you like it, you refer it to your friend, and he begins using it, and you get a bonus for that. So this is a remuneration system from the company for you to take part in the turnover improvement. I hope that I explained it in simple terms. A question from Vasily. Do you consider anything apart from medicine or ILA? Answer. You, Vasily, probably joined us 4 minutes ago, because I have mentioned before that we would have a power industry line of activities. I'm going to meet Evgeny, CEO of ILA, in October, and that would be a dedicated webinar on ILA, what it is, and you could get all the information you need. What about a personal purchase of the first lot of the balsam? Would it be reflected on the marketing program status? A question from Dmitry. Answer. Your status will not have any implication from the balsam payment, but investor status. This is another thing, and we will see how to migrate those statuses to a new personal account as a bonus. We would probably promote them to a higher level, or we would remunerate them in a different way. I'm not sure now how to do it. Marketing differs, and once there is a solution here, you would get this information from our official media. A simple example. If a silver partner of our company would be a silver status in the investment personal account, he should have probably a higher level in his personal account. I think it's fair. So there are no more questions. And let me wait for 2 more minutes. If there are no more questions, we could call it a day. There are lots of work which is not visible, as someone is working on certification and someone is doing anything else. This is hidden, and there are no news about them. So it also happens. Well, if there are no more questions, let's call it a day. I wish you well, have a good night, and until next webinar.